In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a copy of an object using the MemberWiseClone method. This MemberWiseClone method is in the object class. We can use it because all the classes in .NET derive from the object class. So because of this, we can do this. We can use this notation, and as you can see, okay, the person derives from the object class, and it happens internally. I'm going to go to the definition of the method in the object class, and as you can see, this is the MemberWiseClone. It's going to create a copy from the object, from the same object, and is going to return an object. And as you can see, this is a protected method. It means that it's going to be only available from the derived class, and that is what is happening here. We are deriving the person class from the object class, and for that reason we can have access to the MemberWiseClone. Okay, in this class we have three properties: ID, name, and phone numbers. This is a string builder. Okay, it is going to store an address, a memory address or memory location that needs to be instantiated. It happens in the constructor, and this is the instantiation of the property. And as you can see here, we have a public method called clone that is going to call the MemberWiseClone method that we were talking. And as we saw, this method returns an object, and that object needs to be casted to a person object. Okay, and we returned the person object in this sentence. Okay, now let's check this diagram, or how the hierarchy is established. We have the object class at the top of the hierarchy. It is always V at the top of the hierarchy, and the person class that derives from the object class. What we're going to do using the MemberWiseClone is something like doing a copy, paste, and creating a new space memory for a new object, a copy from the original object. Okay, it is going to create something called a shallow copy. It means that we are going to have a copy of the variables, but it is not going to be a complete copy. Okay, and the reason is because this reference type, the phone numbers, and it is going, when we make a copy, the reference types like this are going to have the same values, and that values are memory locations. Okay, and we can see something like this. We're going to have the same value in these phone numbers, and it means that it's going to be pointing to the same memory address. Okay, so in this case we are not going to have a complete copy of the object. Okay, being more specific, it's going to be something like this. Okay, it is going to be copy. It's going to be pointing to a specific memory location. I'm going to do something like this. Okay, this is the memory location where the phone numbers are going to be stored. Okay, something like this and this. and the copy that we make is going to be doing the same. Okay, pointing to the same memory location. So it can be a problem, because if you try to modify this this reference, or be more realistic, it is going to be doing here, and you're going to modify both sides. Okay, because you are going to have everything pointing to the same location in memory. Okay, what we have to do is to do something like this, to have a complete copy, and it is called a tip copy. This is something called a tip copy, and this is the right way to make a copy. So now let's back to the code, and let's check what we have here in the main program. Okay, I'm declaring person object, and I'm assigning the person ID, the name, and two phone numbers. Okay, first and second. And the append line is something like yeah, it is adding the number, and at the same way it is creating a separator between these two these two values. Now I'm going to create another object that is called person2, and I'm going to use the first person, and I'm going to call the clone method that we are declaring here. And this clone method, as we saw, is called the MemberWiseClone, and it's assigning the copy of the object and returns the object that is stored in person2. Okay, it is doing the shallow copy. That's what we get here. Now I want to verify that the phone numbers are the same or not. So for that objective, I'm going to use the ReferenceEquals method. That is, if we go to the definition, that's in the object class in the same way. Okay, we have the MemberWiseClone, and we have the ReferenceEquals. This method is going to verify that the addresses of the memory locations are the same or not. Okay, and in this way we're going to compare, we are going to be sure if these phone numbers are the same phone numbers. In other ways, we're going to compare, to be sure that if we are pointing to the same memory location or another memory location. And for that reason, I'm comparing the two phone numbers. In this case, now let's run the program, and let's see the result. Okay, the console write line is just going to get the result of the ReferenceEquals. That yeah, this method returns true or false in case of the values would be the same or not. And this is a true value. It means that they are pointing to the same place. Okay, we have this behavior. We don't have the behavior we want yet. Okay, now let's return. And how we can do that? How can we do that? We have to do something additional. And now, because we have a new person object and we have phone numbers in this new object, I'm going to instantiate a new string builder. In this case, now we are creating a new memory location for string builders, and we need to set the values for that new string builder. So what are those values? Are going to be these, the phone numbers of the objects. Okay, but okay, I have to convert this the string builder into a string to set the values, to pass the values to the string builder, to the new object. And once we do that, the phone numbers are going to have the same values. Now I'm going to execute the program again, and because we're going to have different memory locations, maybe we are going to have the behavior that we want. Okay, it's running. Do we have a stop here? I guess it's not. Okay, let's stop it and running it again. Okay. As a result, we have a false value, and that's what I was trying to get. Now we have a complete different memory locations for both phone numbers. Now we have this, and we have a complete copy, a complete copy of the object. And this is the way how you can use this MemberWiseClone method.